This video will review configuration of an OCEAView gateway and Cobalt X2 logger for locally hosted on-premise installations. Open the gateway box and remove contents. Locate the AC power supply and adapter and connect them together. Remove the gateway from the box. If the gateway will connect to Wi-Fi, install the Wi-Fi antenna and contact Dickson support for instructions for configuring Wi-Fi. Install the LoRaWAN antenna. This video shows connecting a cellular antenna. This does not apply to an on-premise installation. Plug in the power cable and hand tighten. Plug the AC adapter to power on the gateway. The startup process may take up to 5 minutes to complete. When the unit is ready for use, the PWR LED remains lit, and the status light will begin to blink. Now connect an Ethernet cable from the gateway to the computer. Access the interface of the gateway. To do this, open your computer's network settings and assign the following IP address: 192.168.2.50 with a subnet of 255.255.255.0. Leave default gateway and DNS server information blank. Ensure UDP port 1700 is open on host server to allow in and out communication from the gateway. Open a Chrome web browser and navigate to 192.168.2.1. Click on Advance. Click on Proceed to 192.168.2.1. Create a username and password. Log in with your username and password. If prompted, skip the first-time setup wizard. Click on LoRaWAN at the top left of the screen. Scroll down and under Server Address, type in the IP address of the application server. Press Submit at the bottom. Setting a static IP over Ethernet. Click on Setup at the top left of the screen and Network Interfaces. Click on the pencil icon on the topmost option for Ether. Enter in the network information. There is an option for DHCP in the mode field if that is preferable. If using DHCP, you will need to know the IP address the gateway has been assigned. Click on Submit. Click on Save and Apply at the top left of the screen. Press OK to reboot the gateway. The reboot process will take 5 to 10 minutes. Once the gateway has been rebooted and all changes are saved, connect the gateway to the network. Verify the connection to LoRaWAN. Log in to the gateway interface with the new IP address. Press Administration on the left side of the screen. Press on Debug Options. Under IP address or URL, enter in the IP address of the application server and press on Ping. Ensure 4 packets are sent and received. Click on LoRaWAN at the top left of the screen. Click on Test LoRa Server at the bottom right of the screen. Confirm message in green, LoRa server reached. You are now ready to set up the gateway on the application server. Log into the application server. On the left side of the screen, click on the infrastructure icon. Click on the Add icon. Enter in the 12-digit node ID located underneath the gateway. Enter in a name for the gateway. Choose the correct organization. If needed, check the trigger alarm option at the bottom and enter in a value. Press Save. Wait 1 minute and press the refresh icon at the top right of the screen. Verify a recent timestamp. You are now ready to set up the Cobalt X. Begin by opening the box and removing all the contents. Put aside the LoRaWAN antenna, batteries, and back cover. Install batteries to the Cobalt X data logger, paying attention to the orientation of the batteries. Install back cover and small screw. Install LoRaWAN antenna. The Cobalt X must be set to communicate with the application server. To do this, tap on the screen to wake up the logger. Press on the menu icon at the top right of the screen. Press on Advanced and enter in 6 zeros as the password. Press on LoRaWAN, Network, OCEAView On-Prem. Enter in your 8-digit customer ID. Press OK. Press back until you are back on the main screen. If you do not know your 8-digit customer ID, contact your OCEAView administrator. Ensure there are 3 solid bars in the upper left corner of the screen. This confirms that the logger sees the gateway. Connect your sensors to the logger. Press on the menu, Sensors, Refresh Sensor. Press on Show Sensors. Ensure the sensor is displayed. Press on Synchronize. Adding a Cobalt 2X data logger to OCEAView. Log in to the application server. Click on the data logger icon on the left-hand side of the screen. Click on the Add icon. Enter in the serial number located at the top of the logger. Enter in a name for the data logger. Choose the correct organization. Check the trigger alarm box at the bottom and enter in value according to your SOP. Press Save. Now on the Cobalt X data logger, access the menu. Press on Synchronize. Back on the application server, refresh the web page. Ensure there is a recent last activity timestamp, and sensors should be listed on the sensors table. The logger is now successfully added. Starting logging. Log in to the web application. Now click on the equipment icon. Click on Add. Enter in the name of the equipment. If needed, enter in the inventory code type. Otherwise, it may be left blank. Select if this equipment is critical or not, and static or mobile. Refer to your SOP if unsure how to configure the equipment. Press Save. Select the newly created equipment. Press on Associate Sensor. Locate the data logger and verify that you are selecting the correct sensor serial number. Check the box and press on Save. The Start icon will now be solid. Press on the Start icon. Enter in your login password. Refer to your SOP for proper sensor configuration. You may need to configure the following: reading interval, use drift uncertainty, allow ACK from data logger, use buzzer, and high-low limits. Press Save. Wait 1 minute. Synchronize logger. Press the refresh icon. The solid start symbol will now change to a solid square. Data logging has now started.